So, my name is Scott Topal. I am a 2010 grad of Northwestern. I work at the moment as a management consultant for a company called Accenture, and I served as, among other positions, as the president of Hillel during my junior year here. Yeah, Hillel has changed a lot since I've been here, in a lot of ways, and in a lot of ways it stayed exactly the same. And I think more than anything what's exciting as I keep coming back here as an alum is to see that this place is still being really run and energized by the students that are here. So, whatever the passion of the day is for our students, that's really what's driving the activities and the energy in this building. So the environmental group ECO started while I was here. Shirenu actually was reborn during my time here. Some of the other events we had was we started the Hillel Night of Appreciation to recognize and honor and kind of take a moment to say thank you for all of the work that both students and staff alike were doing. And it's really exciting to see that that's continued since I've been here. Some other things include Challah for Hunger started during my time here, and it's been exciting. As I was walking in the building, there was challah baking in the oven now, and it's really exciting to see that that's continued to grow and grow and grow. For me, another really great and special way that I've been able to maintain my involvement is that I've had the opportunity to staff Birthright twice since I've been an alum. So I've had the opportunity over the last 2 summers to get to go to Israel with Northwestern students and see them experience Israel for the first time. And that's a great way for me not only to give back to the Jewish community, but to give back to Northwestern and Hillel. But in a lot of ways, kind of my continued involvement with Jewish organizations since I've graduated from school have been some of the ways that I've continued to maintain my kind of Jewish connection, right? So whether it's the involvement with the camp that I went to or with Hillel, those have been some of the greatest ways that I've been able to connect or to stay connected to my Judaism, because I think that for me, Judaism is so much about community and it's also so much about giving back. And I think now as an alum, I've had the opportunity to do both as it relates to Hillel, right? So to continue to be a part of Hillel and Hillel's community. For me, Northwestern football is a really important part of my life. It was when I was a student. I still have my Northwestern PA from as a student, sits in my room. But I think that, as a student it was really important, and I still have season tickets and with a bunch of friends, and we go to football games, and, I think that that's a sense of community and Northwesternness really exudes so strongly during kind of football games and football season, especially when we win. So my sophomore year, we brought Andy Samberg to campus, and Andy Samberg was kind of a big deal at the time, still is a big deal, right? It was in SNL, really excited to bring him to campus. The event was fully sold out, campus was really excited to come, and I was in charge of the event. I was in charge of doing all the coordination, working with his agents and planning it, finding someone to do the interviews, all of the logistics around this. But when it came to the actual day of the event, I realized I had no clue how Andy Samberg was getting actually to the auditorium. So I didn't know where he was staying, I didn't know if he needed a limo, if he needed a ride, had no clue of the specific logistics of the event. And so I was just told to stand outside of Tech at 5 p.m. and wait for Andy Samberg. So I'm waiting there, don't know what's going to happen. And all of a sudden, a yellow cab rolls down, stops in front of Tech. Andy Samberg walks out with a pair of jeans and a flannel t-shirt, and just walks over, and there I am, shaking hands with Andy Samberg in front of Tech and Northwestern. Really, really special experience, really neat. But he was just such a kind and low-key guy. It was just really fun to kind of have that experience. It's tied to Northwestern and tied to Hillel. I have in my room pictures of Sarah Silverman, Andy Samberg, Regina Spektor, and I forget his last name. The Seinfeld guy.
George Costanza?
George Costanza.
No, that's his character. Jason Alexander.
Jason Alexander.
Yeah.
So I have all 4 of those pictures, kind of like make up the artwork in my apartment at the moment. I think that, look, for young alumni, young alumni have had the benefit of a Hillel that's been really strong and thriving while they've been here. They've been provided with free Shabbat meals and entertainment and education and opportunities to grow both personally and professionally and as Jews over the course of their time here. And I think for me it's about giving back. And I think for others I hope it's kind of giving back and paying it forward, right? So how do we all say thank you for all that we were given during our time here? It's about making sure that the future, that the class of 2015 and 16 and 17 and the class of 2025 also have the opportunities that we had, and hopefully even better or stronger or cooler opportunities to grow and develop themselves. I'm incredibly grateful for those opportunities, and I think it's great that Hillel's been around for 80 years, and I think as we've talked about, I think it's just really exciting to think about where Hillel will continue to grow, and how Hillel will continue to develop, and how the student body here will continue to develop. I think that is really exciting and really energizing and really neat. Go Cats!